I'm Melissa Musin-Gerstein.
And I'm Denise Albert.
And we are the Moms.
And we are here today for After Earth with a special exclusive Mamarazzi with Will and Jaden Smith.
And we're also here with Life Kitchen, who is our partner today, and they have served the most delicious foods, and they are coming to a grocery store near you soon.
Everybody!
Elated to have you both here with us today.
Thank you.
How was the movie? You're inundated, I'm sure, both of you, with fantastic and not so fantastic scripts.
Right.
What drew you to this project?
The big thing was the father and son center. You know, it's I always love the idea of finding something really small and central to center a movie around. Pursuit of Happiness, which was the last time we worked together.
Okay.
It was really, but it was really the idea around Pursuit of Happiness was disciplining yourself to go for your dreams. Where you just find a single idea.
That's my motto.
And so with this movie, it was the concept of fear and how fear keeps us from having the love and relationships that that's the only reason we're doing anything in the first place. So I love the idea of taking it into science fiction so you can talk about the ideas and you can actually create a creature that represents fear, but then under the story, after you have all of that candy, you just have a really good, solid, central, emotional idea.
So now I have a question for both of you, because I sort of pinch myself every day that we've built this whole business on being moms, because we get to take our kids to work with us. But you guys have done the same thing. It's like take your kid to work day all the time, and you get to be with your dad. So what is that like for you guys?
It's awesome. He kind of has all the information I would ever need when it comes to movies. So like when I'm out and we're making movies and if I ever have a question, I can just ask. And I got it.
Yeah, I grew up in a family business. We delivered ice in Philadelphia. We would bag ice and deliver ice when I was growing up. So my brothers and sisters and cousins and everybody worked the business. So entertainment is really our family business. I mean, I wouldn't even know how to parent if I didn't have my son with me, moment to moment to be able to say, no, okay, your nose is bleeding. You know why your nose is bleeding, right? So next time you should open the door when it says push. So it's having those opportunities moment to moment. We call them teachable moments. Really are helpful in the work environment.
Can you talk a little bit about, there is an underlying theme.
But you'll just sing it.
There is that underlying theme of fear.
Yeah.
And you just spoke about, and there's the line, fear is a choice.
Yeah.
Do you remember, as a kid, a lot of your fears, and how did you conquer them?
Overcoming fear is a very individual thing, and for me, I always found that attacking it was the way that I would feel better. Probably about 7th grade, and I had a thing with crowds. So what I would do is I would walk into, it was a place called the Gallery Mall in Philadelphia. And I would just walk in, and it would sometimes take me 2 hours to do it. And I would just go to the food court, and I would say, "Can I have everybody's attention, please? Can I have your attention, please? Yes, my name is Will Smith. You don't know me right now, but one day you're gonna know me. Thank you." Right? And it was such, and you think something that is really little, it's not a big thing, but it's that feeling that you get is that you'll never have anything that's more terrifying than that. For guys, the thing is just practice walking up to girls and getting rejected. Just practice. Just walk up and say hi. Train yourself to confront those things. And it's something you have to do every day. You train yourself to confront them. Then when a real life situation comes up, you're used to confronting that terrified part of yourself.
My favorite one that you ever told me was, it was your first day of high school, I think.
Yeah.
And I think you just switched to a new high school.
Yeah. That one didn't go well. Yeah.
Yeah. And you were like,
He's going to a new school.
Going to the new school,
going
yes.
to a new school.
So don't do what I did.
Yeah.
So what do you do?
He walked into the cafeteria, and then, because nobody knew him, it was his first day at the school, so he walks into the cafeteria and he stands up and he goes, "He's here now, guys. You don't have to worry."
Oh my God.
He's here. Thank you very much. He's here. And the guy looked up and said, "Man, don't nobody care if you here." And then I made the critical mistake of saying, "Don't worry, your girlfriend will care in a few minutes." Yeah. So 6 stitches later. No, but what I learned in that moment, the guy, he got so angry that he hit me, right? And what I realized in that is how much power your words have over every single person you come in contact with. My words made that guy so furious that he hit me, right? And I realized, wow, if you can do that and have a negative reaction, wow, what could you do to have a positive reaction?
Jaden, this question is for you. What would you say is the most positive thing that you have learned from your dad?
Most positive thing that I've learned, probably one of the best lessons that he ever taught me is you don't have to build, like, you don't have to make a movie, you don't have to make an entire movie, because with this last movie, a lot of it is just me in the forest running. So
Yeah, but you run good.
oh, thank you. You know, so I was thinking of it as it's like I have to make an entire movie, and he's like, "Don't worry about the entire movie. You can just make this film. You can just lay one perfect brick at a time."
Yeah, it was like the idea of like the Great Wall of China. Like it's too intimidating to say to yourself, "I'm going to build the Great Wall of China." It's like, no, just throw it. All you have to do today is lay one perfect brick. Just lay one perfect brick. Just focus on one perfect brick today, and then when you look back, you'll have the Great Wall of China.
But this question's for Will. What have you learned from Jaden from working together on both Pursuit of Happiness and this film?
So I said, what have I learned from Jaden? And I guess the big thing, as you can tell, Jaden is very, very laid back. Nothing's really serious. So I guess if there's a thing that I learned, and he says to me a lot, he says, Dad, not that serious, bro. Not that serious. Just take it easy. Let's just watch how it unfolds. You know, so the thing, like, I'm very specific and very driven, and in this particular interaction with Jaden, I just settled back just a little bit and kind of just allow things and allow people a little bit more surrender into the flow of things versus trying to orchestrate every single second of what was happening.
How, as a parent, do you continue to guide Jaden, yet at the same time learn to let go? And Jaden, what do you take from your father as he begins to step back a little?
The parental illusion that I got you, I'm going to be there. I'm going to hold your hand, I'm going to walk you through all of it. And then, these are really extreme circumstances, but it's the metaphor of actually having to let go. Like, you really do have to let them go, and they have to get bumps and bruises and so I love the concept of my character Cypher is a general. He wants to control everything, but being injured and having to let his son go, and you just have to hope that the seeds and the lessons that you planted are going to take root and flower in their hearts and minds at the proper time when life deals them a challenge that you can't control. So it's and I love being able to have something like that in this kind of huge blockbuster science fiction environment. There was a second half for Jaden, I'm sorry. I talked way over your time,
Yeah,
I'm
after the
sorry.
5 minutes you were talking, I forgot. No, what was the question? Oh, there was a few times where he wasn't there, and it was just me, the director, and a bunch of lights and stuff. And then they're like, all right, action. And it's just like, okay, my dad isn't here, my mom isn't here. What do I do? And then you just get it together, and you're really just like, okay. And then you figure it out, and you get in your zone.
Like, okay, I got it. Somebody give me my phone and call my mom.
Yeah.
Figure out what I'm gonna do.
You know, because you really gotta be careful what you wish for, because you're like, no, I don't want my dad to be around, you know, I can do it by myself, but then when he's gone, then you're like, help! Help! You know what I'm saying?
I just want to say you never age. You look good.
Oh, thank you, thank you.
And how did it feel?
Oh, you're blushing.
How did it feel being in the back, not being able to do the action? You know, letting your son take the lead. And
Yeah.
How did that feel?
You know, it was really great for me as an actor. You know, I am loud and I'm always on 10 and it's smiling and it's fun and it's all, you know, and that's my natural space. So for me as an actor to play Cypher, it helped me really get in touch with another side of myself, to have to go to stillness. Even a man who had disconnected himself from his emotions in that way, it was a really powerful exploration for me as an actor. So I would say it was fun, but you know, I'm 44 now, so I probably got 5 or 6 more years where my knees will work in action movies. So I might have one or two more running and jumping in me.
So I have one final question.
No!
I know. We
I'm not leaving, y'all.
Oh, good. So we see you two on screen. Do we have family meetings about, is we good for the whole family get on screen together?
Yeah, we've been thinking about it.
I think,
What do you
I think
think,
we
Jason?
should, man.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm with it. We would have to do it around Willow's schedule.
Yeah.
The family really aggressively works around Willow's schedule. But yeah, we've been talking about that. It's something that
Has to be pretty special.
has to be pretty special. And we want to, you know, hurry up while the kids. Willow's 12, Jaden's 14, and my oldest son Trey is 20. So we want to, you know, hurry up while everybody's.
Let's go back to a sitcom.
To a
That's what
sitcom.
we like.
I know, right?
Yeah, right? Funny.
Yeah, something funny. Yeah, the Smith family.
Griswolds, you
Like
know?
you're the Partridge Family, you know, something like that.
How do you get into character when it comes to something that you can't really relate to?
Right. That's a really good question. She said, how do you get into character when it's something that you can't relate to? For acting, you know, hey fella, hey, for acting, the main thing is research, right? So you find someone who is like your character, and you sit, you talk with them, you follow them around. Like, let's say you're going to play a lawyer. The first thing is you would find a lawyer who is like your character, and then you watch how they walk, you watch how they talk. For Muhammad Ali, for example, I wasn't a boxer, and I learned how to box, and I studied his voice. So I just got tapes and tapes and tapes, and the main thing, and it's funny, it's a lot like life. Anytime you're confronted with something that you don't understand, it almost always starts with finding a person who does understand. And then your research begins, and that's one of the things I tell Jaden always. Always find a mentor. Whatever your problem is, somebody knows the answer to it. You know, so was there anything that was particularly difficult about like actually working with your dad? I can't imagine what it could be like.
No, not really. It wasn't easy, but it wasn't difficult.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
I mean, some parts were difficult, but that's because it's difficult to make movies, not because it's difficult to work with you.
Oh, Jaden.
This message has been brought to you by
My son is very interested in fashion, so do you have fashion sense, style, interest?
Yeah, I really do. That's an awesome question. You know, I have a clothing line called Mistress Rep, and I'm making clothes right now, so I'm really into it. But it's really, for me, I look at it not as, all right, this is what I'm gonna do. I know all about fashion, I know all about this, and I know I'm amazing at designing, so I'm gonna put out the coolest clothes. It's more of, I'm gonna start a company, I'm gonna build it slowly, and it's gonna be a learning experience for me and all my friends, and one day it's gonna support our families. So, you know, that's how I really think about it. But no, that's a really cool question. Yeah, last night, were you talking about the pictures from last night?
Yeah, because you guys all match perfectly.
You know,
Beautiful.
I told my dad this today. Honestly, it's just when we go to places like that, I just feel like the Avengers. So we kind of have to match a little bit.
No, it's funny that with Jaden, a lot of the style comes from the courage to wear what you feel, you know, and it really is about just be yourself and be bold and be brave and don't care what other people think about it.
Yes.
You know? Yeah.
I have this on, right?
Yeah.
Sometimes I wear just this, and I'll go hang out with my other rapper friends, and they'll be like, "Bro, you're wearing a dress." I'm like, "Bro, I look flatter than you."
No, it's a skirt. I'm sorry, Jaden, I know. All right. You have the right to call it what you want.
Because I have ones that just come around the waist.
Do you feel good in that?
Oh, yeah.
That is
Dude,
all that